and then I did one video, and you know, you just copy trends.
Yeah.
I was just copying the trends, and then I did a trend, but it went wrong. I went like, you meant to go through this door, and then like when you open the door, there's text there, and you walk towards it. It was it's just.
I think I know what you're
put on it, and as I closed the door, I slammed my dog's head right in the door.
Hello, welcome back. Episode 25 of the What's Happening podcast. How are we all doing? As always, sponsored by Orange County CBD. Put them on the screen. There we go. Orange County CBD. The code is still happening 25, but the discount's still gone down to 10%. So if you want any slightly less discounted CBD products, get on them. Don't be deceived by the code. Who else?
T/tays.com, of course. Always sponsoring us, the lovely Tyler. So yeah, get on the website, get on the Instagram, have a mooch, invest.
Use some money on crypto.
Also, Studio Funk, September 17th. Flyer here.
Route 94.
Route 94. Get there. Tickets going really quick. Really quick? No. Not really quick. You know what I'm trying to say. Tickets are going soon. Bye-bye.
Yeah. We've got a little guest this week as well. We've got Jonathan on the couch because Gary's personal issues. Gary's got paedophile. He's being caught. He's being clocked. He's being nicked. We've got John on the couch this week filling in for Gary. And we've got Sam TAY as well. You've probably seen him on TikTok. You've seen him over TikTok and Instagram. Sam's in the studio this week. How are you, lad? You know, right?
I'm great.
How are we getting on, lad? Fucking good to have you here. You know, I'm excited, lad. I've been looking forward to it and that. We have had butterflies all day. Being proper excited.
So obviously the first thing that we try and do is we try and establish who you are. So obviously we know who you are and a lot of people probably know who you are anyway. But like, who is Sam?
Who is he?
Who is he?
What's the message behind Sam?
The message behind me, lads. You know what? It's mad, you know, because I don't get that question. You know, people come up to me all the time, start chatting like, "Oh, lad, I know you." I'm like, "What?
Do you?
Don't you?
Do you?
But yeah, lads, I just a fucking kid. You know what
Just
I mean?
a kid.
Yeah, fucking kid. That's how it is.
So how did it start then, Sam? So like, what was obviously it wasn't just like one day you just thought, oh, do you know what? I'm going to do TikToks. Or what was it? What was the build up? How did you manage to just start putting videos up on TikTok? Like, what was the aim there?
Well, to be honest, lads, there was no aim. I put all the old videos that I had on TikTok back now, I'd look like a tit, lad. You start with them proper cringy TikToks. Because I thought, yeah, you know, I kept throwing shit up thinking, yeah, that'll go big, that. And then I did one video and, you know, you just copy trends.
Yeah.
I was just copying the trends. And then I did a trend, but it went wrong. I went, like, you meant to go through this door, and then, like, when you open the door, there's text there, and you walk towards it. It was it's just...
I think I know what you're
on it. And as I closed the door, I slammed my dog's head right in the door. And then that hit, like, 5 mil. So... Well, that's where it started, and then...
So your followers are just animal abusers as well?
How's the dog been since?
It's dead, like. It actually is dead.
No, let's ask that question.
I know it.
No, but then I did, like, I used to do, like, different accents and shit like that. Like, just I've done that all my life, like, playing the Xbox and now just talking shit down.
I used to do it all the time. I used to put an Irish accent on to get down the mic.
I used to do that, and then I did, like, a video just doing, like, just little accents, and that just blew up, lad. And then I thought,
sick that, you know.
And I just watched, I don't know, you know, lad. I just threw it on there one day because when I go out, lad, I just see madness in town.
Yeah.
All the time.
And I just think I'd love to just make a video of someone who just does that.
Yeah, because
it's so relatable, I reckon, as well, though. It's so relatable, like, it's funny.
It blew up, lad.
No matter what city you're from, you still see the same weirdos. You are in the world, lad.
But what made you start it, though? Was it just like a spare of the moment thing, or did you always planned on doing it, or you just lockdown, just looking at going up?
I got bored.
Have you got any like acting background or anything like that? Like never, because we had I don't know if you've heard of him, that like Lee Morris.
You've probably seen him on TikTok.
Heavy that, bro.
I used to do. I was an actor years ago, lad, and that's how I know him. And then I seen him. He had like 500, 600,000 followers on TikTok, and I just messaged him. I just said, lad, like, what is known?
Because it makes a lot more sense that he's doing it because he's got like this acting background and he does acting work. But for yourself, not having that acting background, it's just a bit of a mad spare of the moment thing for you. Just be like, John, one day, what did you? So obviously, your mates, what did they have to say about it? Were they a bit like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, because I could imagine some people to be a little bit fucking mad over it, do you know what I mean?
Like, they were just like, lad, like that. Do you know what I mean? But like, the minute it blew up, and like, instead of me doing like, because I used to force the video so much, but then I just started doing shit that like is relatable and I thought was funny. and I'd send it to me mates, and they'd obviously just be like, yeah, lad, throw that up, don't throw that up, take that out, lad.
Yeah.
But like, shout out Pablo. He's the person that was just like, lad, fuck what everyone thinks.
In it though, that's what you need though. You need though. You need people around you to keep you grounded. Don't get me wrong. You need people around you to be like, lad, you look like a bit of a dickhead and that one. But you always need them people who are supportive around you. It's like I always say, like all of my mates were all so supportive of each other. Do you know what I mean?
So you've got to be.
And that's how you got to be. But you always need them people to keep you grounded because the bigger you get, the more yes men you're gonna get. So it's like, oh, here's this video, and you look like a proper arsehole on it, and it's like.
Yeah,
but throw that on, lad. That's it.
But it was like that when TikTok first came about. It was like the stigma, wasn't it? Oh, fuck that, I'm not downloading TikTok.
In it though.
And then it blew up.
Listen
like
though,
the best, if you're going to start getting into it, TikTok's probably the best place to
oh,
do it.
Yeah. All day. It's the biggest grower. It's the biggest grower. Well, personally speaking, it's what we've grown up like yourself. It's your biggest grower because it's like every cunt's on it, you know what I mean? Everyone's on TikTok.
It's like Van back in the day, lad. Everyone back in the day had Van on the phone, lad. But it's the same, but just more accessible to everyone.
That's the company.
I only have
Is it the same people, is it?
Or Van or Musically, actually, I think.
Oh, Musically, yeah.
Has there ever been, because we've had on that TikTok, and you probably had the same thing where like, you put a video on and you say something there that maybe you shouldn't say, and you just get one Ming reports it and the video gets took down. You get it all the time, lad.
Me bear was fuming the other week because I posted a video that she found it hilarious. But I was driving in the video and it just got reported straight away.
Just because you were driving?
Just because I was driving.
Fuck off.
There's loads of videos that I put up and they just get reported.
It does me, I didn't know, because
people are just jealous though.
Oh, mate, I know, it's pathetic.
People see you doing well and think, fucking
it's pathetic.
Report.
It's pathetic. You should see the amount of videos we've had taken off, lad.
And in all fairness, some of them were probably fair.
Some of them was bad.
Some of them were bad.
I put it up and think, I'll just wait until that gets
done. That's got to go 3 days.
That's what TikTok's for. To put all stuff like that on.
Exactly. Listen, do you know what? Do you know what burns my head out on TikTok? You know exactly what I'm saying. Burns my head out on TikTok. We can't call someone's nana slag, right, on TikTok and put it up because it's offensive. But yeah, I can go on my fucking TikTok live and there's a bird sitting there in a fucking jacuzzi with a fucking wedgie on it and I can smell what she's had for dinner. You're on it, but it's like, I can't, in it, pure bumhole sticking out of this fucking G-string, but it's like, I call someone's fucking nana slag and it's like, fucking end of the world, you know what I mean? I don't get it.
There was a video we had, right, and I said, if Margot Robbie had a dick, I'd suck it.
It got sucked off.
It got sucked down, man. It got sucked down. No, you would though, wouldn't you?
You would though. Like a standard trip to Thailand.
And if they look like Margot Robbie, I'd be in Thailand now, you know. I'm walking out with 2 on each arm, man. Like that's happening, boys.
So what's the end game then, lads? Or are you just one of them? You just going with the flow at the minute? So it's like with the flow, I just put a video up, and then it's just like the more you're going down, it's like are people influencing what you're doing now? So is it like people are saying, oh, do you know what you should do? You should do this now, or are you coming up with your own ideas, or are you just sticking with TikTok? Like what's the sort of end game?
To be honest, when I was gonna hit like 100k, I was gonna start a podcast, but now I see the production that goes behind it. Probably like that. But nah, to be honest, with me end game, I don't want to be famous, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I want to be to a point where I can turn around, and people listen to exactly what you're saying.
That's what you want, lad, at the end of the day, because like with these days with social media, lad, you can not make yourself famous, lad, but you can build your own audience, lad. Yeah. And there's people who'll tune in because they're just like you, they think you're funny, they agree with what you say. And that's what I reckon that's well better off.
You can use it as a platform for something good as well.
Yeah, you could. You can use it. You can use anything for a good and a bad. You can use anything for a good and a bad, though, can't you? Social media. A lot of people take it nowadays as a bad thing, and I do agree that certain parts of social media is a bad thing. Your people who are like, oh, the fucking. Oh, I'm so happy in my relationship and I'm so this in my relationship. You know, we can all relate to this, you know what I mean? We can all relate on what we're talking about.
Go fuck yourself.
No, it is. But it's like
people get very fake very quick.
Oh yeah, all day.
And especially when people do start getting like a bit of a following, you like I've met people who like I've seen on like social media, like comedians or like other people who like who've got like podcasts, and they see them all day, they seem dead sound, and then you meet them and you're like you're all horrible.
Yeah.
There's loads of them.
Because social media is one of them, and they want you to see what they put up is what they want you to see.
No one's ever going to put up their losses.
The bad things about it.
No one's ever going to put up their losses on the social media. It just doesn't happen. It's like you know what I mean? I ran over an edge the other day. I'm not going to put that on Instagram, am I?
Things like
should have, yeah. R.I.P. Sonic. You know what I mean?
Rest in peace, Beyonce. Like you knew her.
In it though, I don't like that. It doesn't mean.
I'm so sad she's dead. You didn't fucking know her.
What would you say, like out of all the videos you've made so far, is the one that stands out? That was like, because obviously you were saying about TikToks getting took down like that. Is the one that stands out as like the riskiest one you've done where you think like should I post that?
Have you ever had any stick as well, actually? Answer it, but have you ever had any stick from your videos?
No, you know, I just get them fucking mad kids in the comments just chatting shite.
Yeah, they get them all the time.
Every day.
Lad, I get it a lot. I'm Bolden, you know,
Yeah.
22 Bolden,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Receding anyway, whatever you want to call it. whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, it's going.
We'll go to Turkey together.
I'll be landing Turkey soon. I'm just waiting for that fucking little promotion.
Wait for that TikTok.
TikTok.
Somebody wants to sponsor Sam. Hit him up.
Preferably hair transplants.
Yeah, in it don't.
Nah, like that's probably the worst. Like, but like, I've just grew to not even that be arsed, lad. At the end of the day, it's not.
It's
like
one of them that.
That's what I mean. It's not gonna change.
And it's always a fucking fake account. That's names user 14141. You know what I mean? It's like get it, lad.
It's someone you know.
Oh yeah. Oh listen, I've got a hunch of who I think is commenting on all these videos, and if it is,
it is me.
Yeah.
It is me.
They're all, yeah, just divvies, lads. It's like if you're gonna do it on your normal account, and at least let me fucking find you. Do you know what I mean? Oh, just need to calm down.
No, like the amount of times you get people commenting, like people comment, I look like all sorts of people. I've had like Jimmy Bullard and fucking Gail Platt, lad. I've had them all, you know.
Listen, the Bend It Like Beckham one's the best one,
No,
you know.
Kieran Knightley.
Sue Sylvester from Glee, that's about it. That's about
I
it.
got the other week, lad. Have you seen the new season of that Stranger Things?
I have, but I weren't paying attention.
So you haven't seen that? Doesn't even matter then.
Me bear watches
No, the kid
it,
who plays that Vecna.
Oh yeah, I'm on him.
Even in work, are calling me that.
You know, like fucking Wagner.
No, I
He's a skinny Wagner.
I do see it though now. You said that, you know.
Yeah.
I was
Hey,
hoping you
it's
were
a
going to say that.
compliment, lad.
It's not, lad. It's not. I don't think he's got AIDS.
Yeah. So you know what though? I do because me babies we do, don't we? We should like just flick through his videos, don't we? We crease, lad. Like
that
even
one with the kid coming back with the veneers, lad. I remember seeing that.
Yeah, what's happening? I love that video, you know.
I remember watching. I remember because I've seen a few of them on TikTok, and I was like, I wonder if he actually speaks like that.
I don't, lad.
I don't, lad.
I watched one the other day. It was the one where you get pulled over by Plod.
Yeah, that's the one that got taken down.
That's fucking funny.
Oh, is that gone now, was it? Was that just because you were in the car?
Because I was driving at the start.
But was you videoing?
No, it was on like a little tripod thing.
But
like, and then you see someone absolutely bombing it about fucking 200 miles per hour with the phone in their hand like that.
On FaceTime to the laugh, lad, the horrible line.
Oh, you get fucking banned for anything on that shit. But if you get your Nellies out, that's not a problem.
It's crazy, innit?
Go to Pornhub, it's acceptable.
Hello, yeah. Yeah, well, that is Pornhub, John, not TikTok.
Yeah, they're two very different websites then, lad.
On the wrong account.
There's a few videos on TikTok that are like close to porn.
Oh,
Lad,
yeah. Terrible.
What's her name, lad? You've probably seen it on like Twitter and that. You're on that banter dancing queen, that fucking
that
banter
bitch.
Over the walls, that
Banter
Elsa
bitch, yeah.
Frost. She's a bar.
She got nicked, isn't she?
No, right.
She's been there a few times,
fucking Connie Square.
No,
not in.
Yet to find it.
This is just another legend.
Tell me back here.
I've been to Connie Square 5 times and I've not had a shoe once, lad, you know what I mean?
Going with the wrong people.
But like fucking, I know, lad, he's not taking me mum with me. She keeps saying no and I keep asking, lad. But I think it's fucking, there's this woman, lad, her name, like, she calls herself Banter Dancing Queen, yeah. If I can find one of the videos, I'll show you in a bit, lad, you'll defo be onto her. Over the water, lad.
She just dances and does all my, she's a show.
She's been lifted more times than fucking Arnold's fucking kettlebells, lad, you know what I mean? Lad, listen, she's had some work done, but she's still a proper moose, lad.
Yeah.
And like she started out just being one of them birds, like one of them women on social media who's about 50, in a midlife crisis and putting videos on of her dancing around the living room, and then next minute she got her OnlyFans and that, right? And lad, I've seen pictures, lad, and it's not a nice sight.
You defo subscribes.
I haven't got the dog to, lad, otherwise I would have done, you know what I mean?
There's CCTV.
It was a little Reddit one, lad.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, where she's in a bar.
I've seen
and
that.
some fella picks up like a barrel.
Keg.
a keg.
Yeah,
throws it on the
launches it
bar,
at her,
yeah.
she just goes
She
flying.
takes it like a fucking trooper. She gets back up after that, yeah.
I found one of her TikTok accounts. Apparently, she's had about 20 different accounts on it, lad, because she just puts videos on of her just like that, fucking throwing anything up, lad, and it's like, why are you putting that there? Like, keep it on your OnlyFans.
But that's what I mean. But it's like,
what's her OnlyFans name?
I don't know, lad. I've heard it's
I've heard it's a bluey as
I
well.
don't know.
Like that.
One of the boys said it's not weird subscribing to them.
yeah. One of the boys said this Elsa Jean 999114. You know what I mean? But I don't know personally.
She's horrible,
Just
lad.
asking for a friend. now.
She's proper
Just asking
horrible.
for sponsorship.
Honestly,
OnlyFans.
we'll get it on the podcast, lad. We'll get free subscriptions for all of them.
So in with your videos then, like, so where'd you come up? I know, obviously I know where you come up with the ideas from because it's your generic scouser, all your fucking veneers and all that bullshit. You know what I mean? So how do you come up with the ideas? Sometimes do you have to write it down, or do you just think, oh, that'll be funny, and then do you just go with the flow and just video a little bit and go, oh, I could, because I know you do it like, and it must take a lot of effort, because even on that veneers one, it's like you're walking in with a case, and then your other shot, you're in a dressing gown, and then you're back in. So how do you do it? Do you do all the bit in your dressing gown? Do you do all that in the dressing gown and then stop and then do all the bits where you're walking through the door and speaking that way? Or do you have to go, do you have to put a top on, walk in, say what you say, then take your top off and fucking put your dressing gown on and then do that bit? And then what's your process?
I could have done with you, lad, a couple of months ago. I do every shot different, so like I do one shot, then go get changed, do the other shot, and do it like that.
That must have took so much
my
longer
God.
than it needed to
I know,
take.
lad. Now you say that, lad, that's gonna make my life so much.
Do you have to write down what you're going to say, or is it just wing it?
I'll just do the video. I'll do about 30, 40 videos of that one scene.
Yeah.
And then like I'll go through them all, and I'll get my bear to sift through them. Fucking absolutely hates that. Because it looks the same and sounds the same the whole way through, but it'll be like one little thing that I like more, and I just cut it all into one little video.
No, but you know what? I do get what you're saying there, though, because when I go and do a gig at a comedy club or somewhere like that, lad, I can do the same joke 7 times in a week in 7 different places, lad, but every time there's a very, very slight difference, lad, and sometimes it can make it so much better, that little slight difference. I do get what you mean there, lad.
Because sometimes I'll jump straight into a video, but like you've got to just be in the mood to do it. Because if you're not in the mood, lad, you can't. It's like the atmosphere that you're in as well. You've got to like fucking, you've got to proper throw it on.
Yeah,
like, and obviously I do like I proper throw it on because I just think that makes it sound much fun.
Oh yeah, you got to over fucking do it, haven't you? Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, it's just gonna be like just a normal fucking video anyway.
Yeah.
That's what
It's
makes
like
it funny.
that in normal telly anyway. I mean, look, we've all done acting back in the day. To film one scene,
Yeah.
like Hollyoaks or whatever, it takes like fucking 7 hours anyway.
Yeah, it does.
Like they constantly going over
it
and
does
going
take
over
the
the
piss.
exact same
Takes
shit
the piss.
all day.
Yeah.
So you gotta get it right, haven't you?
Yeah.
What were you doing with yourself like before you did the TikTok? And that, like, did you do TikTok full time now? Is that like?
Nah, I work in a funeral home.
Fuck off.
Like my
Yeah,
man,
as an
my man
I work
and
as an
dad.
Undertaker.
Like,
You're an Undertaker.
I'm the Undertaker.
you're actually
yeah.
yeah.
What's the role of an Undertaker? So do you, what's
Body
it called?
slams.
Echt Royal Rumble.
What do you do? You don't, what's it called? Embalm? You don't do
I
it?
don't do the embalming.
No. So what?
Scary that.
Yeah. So do you actually
Do you want a full
work with
face or what?
do you actually work with the bodies then?
Yeah.
Really?
like-
Yeah.
Lad, my man worked in one night in a funeral home, and I went in to see her in work one day, and I went through the back door, and there was just a dead body on the table, and I went, whoa! I was like, what the
I
fuck?
couldn't do
Take
that.
time to get used to it though. Like
I
seeing
just
all
have
dead
to.
bodies
You just
and
have
that.
to throw yourself in the deep end, really. don't
Yeah,
you?
I know. There's no
I
way.
just-
That
You
sounds
throw
like the
yourself
shagging
right
and
in
that
it.
way you say that. That's what that sounded like, you know, when you said it like that.
gotta throw yourself right
Throw
in then.
yourself right in it.
You could get taken back. If I walked in a funeral and seen bodies everywhere, you get taken back a little bit, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd flap me. I wouldn't.
How long have you done that for?
Only a couple of months, you know.
Really, yeah.
How did you get that?
How did you get into that?
Lad, I just apply for it.
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that simple.
Yeah,
That's
literally.
mad, that, you know.
But
You let
the,
anyone
What is
in
the-
these days.
what is the job of an Undertaker though? Because I've heard of it. I've heard like, oh, the Undertakers are going. But what is the job of an Undertaker? What is it that you do?
I can't say too much because I'm not allowed to actually talk about it in depth. But like your job is obviously, my job is like I handle the funerals and shit like that.
Yeah.
Take care of the family, and obviously I'll deal with like if someone passes away Like, I have to go and collect that body. You know what
Do
I
you
mean?
enjoy the job?
Yeah, it's good.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds like I'm just
Gotta
something
be
up with me,
smart,
like,
yeah,
sensitive
fellas,
person.
it's a
Yeah,
similar
yeah,
thing,
you
lad.
gotta
yeah,
be,
but,
yeah.
like, I'm only 22, so like to go into that at a young age, the kid that works with me, he's been doing it since he was 16.
Really, yeah.
So like that, I'm just constantly asking him questions like, lad, you're tapped.
Lad, my fella's done
Fucking
stuff like
mad,
that for like a good few years, lad. And like I always say to him, like do you not get, like, do you not feel uncomfortable around
lad,
dead
it
people?
is,
He's like,
it's
I feel
always
more
weird,
comfortable
like,
around them when they're alive.
There's always business in death, though.
Yeah,
People
lad,
will
you're
always
never
like-
out of
There's
business.
always
lad.
business in
Yeah,
death.
You're never out of business.
That's a
lad.
mad one. Do you know what? I would never have expected.
It is, though, I know.
TikTok star.
Yeah. Undertaker by
That
day.
is crazy, that,
TikTok
you know.
by night.
Is that must be good money, that, though?
It's decent, like, but at the moment I'm just like, I'm on a 0-hour contract, so that's perfect for me though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got my own car valet business as well, so I do that. So I've got my car valet
What's it
business.
called? Give it a little shout out.
Riding Dirty Valets.
Have you got an Instagram
name.
for it?
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
put it on the
It
screen
is.
for 'em.
There it is.
Link in the description
Riding
as well.
Dirty
Go and follow
Valets.
it.
But yeah, I'll do that part time. And then obviously the Undertaker shit.
That's probably perfect. Though, like, if you
Oh, it
want
is,
to
because
go
I can
into
just
the
I can mix and match with everything.
Yeah, like you're flying.
It's decent.
And then you
Obviously
still
one
do
day
your
I'll be doing a
TikToks as well,
TikTok,
lad.
and then I'll get called out, and then the next minute I'm on fucking picking someone up.
That's
Fucking mad, that.
Sick that though, like,
It is,
you know,
it is,
that's
it
a
is.
proper
It's-
mixed
nah,
bag of things, isn't it?
It's a cool job, like.
Where about you live as well?
I live in Mughal.
Mughal?
Yeah.
Because saying before about all people fucking commenting on the TikToks and all that, you get it quite a lot, don't you? You know what I'm going to say, don't you?
Proper wall
Wall and all that, all the time. I get told them from the Whittle all the time.
Everyone thinks I'm from like Skem and that.
Do you know what
Like
though?
that.
Do you know what though?
That's
Do you know what though? Do you know what?
I've got 10 tones, lads.
That's not even funny when it gets to scam, lad.
It's just the accent with it sometimes though. But I was watching on one of your lives. Didn't you move up here when you were you were 2, weren't you?
So I lived in Nottingham, born in Nottingham.
Made in the Royal Navy.
Yeah, maybe. Now I was born in Nottingham and then I came up here when I was 2. So, but obviously I've been going back and forth to see my dad down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously when I'm down there, everyone talks like me bed. And then when I'm back up here, obviously it's completely different.
Why? Where are you from? Are you from Nottingham? Are you? Ah, yeah. Is that
You
how you
still
met
live
down
up
in
in
Nottingham?
Nottingham and come down. That's son. That
Yeah,
like.
so we do that distance.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, like it is
It's
what it
alright.
is, though, innit?
Yeah, it is.
You should haven't got to put up with it every day. Lad.
Nah.
I'm only messing. I'm only messing.
You'd be like that later. Did you mean that?
You see, he comes in. Don't
You're not going back there, you.
I'm only messing. I'm just kidding.
Nah, it's
No,
not
but
that
serious.
No, yeah.
I'm just, honestly, I'm only about that. But yeah, that's so fucking. So how often are you up in down in Nottingham? Then like to go down here often still.
Not really, you know. I should obviously go and see my dad more, like. But like when we just got a bit older, so like it's shift for him, like.
When you're doing your own thing, you're busy, aren't you?
Well, like, we moved up when we was young, so like my ma used to drop us off every 2 weeks to see me dad. She'd drive all the way to Nottingham, then drive all the way back to Liverpool. And she'd do that.
Yeah, it's a long.
She did that till we were 16.
What's that? That's 2 hours. 2 hours, isn't it? Or is it longer?
Yeah, 2.5 hours.
Is it? Yeah, to get to Nottingham. Oh, yeah, it's a bit of a fucking effort. That.
Trip that like, innit?
Yeah, it's a long one for your ma,
Yeah.
especially, lad. 100%. So what then? Is your ma from up here originally? Is she?
Nah, she's from down in Nottingham, yeah.
Oh,
So
really?
all my family live in Nottingham. So
Oh, wow,
I
did-
only live up here with my sister and my ma.
How did you manage to get up here then? What happened there?
She
Bought
just
a
must
house.
went out on a night out and just fucking landed back at some fella's ken or something, probably. No, like, because then we ended up with, come here, kid, you're up to Liverpool. Right, so-
Going out for some milk. Coming back.
Next thing I bought a fucking can up in my gun.
Next minute in
That's funny,
Noggy.
that.
Did you go? You obviously would have went to school and not up here then.
Yeah. I went to Green Park, that's in Mughal, and then went to Days.
Oh, just as days, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know before, obviously, because we don't want to spend all this time proper interviewing you, but like, I
You're an interesting guy, to be
we wanna
fair,
get
wasn't
into
it?
the
You know, I
fucking-
wasn't expecting you to be bored anyway, but some of the shit you
No,
come
no.
out with, like fucking
Lad,
Undertaker and all
I
that
need-
madness.
I need to get in the groove.
Yeah, lad,
But like,
of course, lad.
the more I talk, lad, the more I'll be less nervous.
Oh,
The
lad,
camera-
Oh, nah, lad, shut up, lad. Don't
I
worry.
do that, like, when, if I can't let no one be in the room when I'm recording my own videos.
Oh, no, I
Yeah,
understand that.
yeah,
I
yeah.
You know when you've got
understand
them
that.
eyes looking at you,
Yeah,
and then if you
yeah.
say the wrong thing, and then when she's in the room, she'll be stood behind the camera, and she'll just be fucking crying, laughing at me, and I can't keep a straight face.
Lad, you
when someone's
can't,
laughing
you
right at
can't, lad. I used to have to do it when I went, because we all did acting, lad, years ago, and like, sometimes if there was an audition that was miles away, sometimes you'd go there, but other times they'd say we want like a self-tape
Oh,
of
them
you, so
self-tapes
you'd have
are
to
boss.
stand your phone up,
Nightmare.
and then get a script, learn the script, and then read it as if there's someone else in the room with you. And my mum and dad would be like, oh, let us sit in the living room and watch it. I'd be like, go upstairs. I'd be like, fucking get out.
He's doing an audition for a porno. He's like just thrusting him with his dick out and going, Mum, not again, fuck off.
Honestly, like, I get what you mean. Though, like when you're doing shit like that, you can't have people there. Like,
I know.
Like it's one of them. Like you half want to act like a dickhead, and you don't want to look like a dickhead in front of them. Like, you know what I mean? It's yeah. So you were saying before, like after TikToks you're making that, it's just about madness you've seen out in town. Like, what do you reckon, if you can even recall it, is when you've been out, is the fucking maddest thing you've seen when you've been out? Because there's probably a few people I've seen some.
I couldn't even pick one.
Lad, I don't even know, you know. I actually don't know. That's a question I have no idea. It'll come to me like, but there's lad, a lot of shit happens that's mad.
Yeah.
I think the scattiest thing I've ever seen when I've been out, I was in house, right?
Oh, was this when you were in the bog?
Nah, not that time, funnily enough. Not even going into that. But I seen some bird spewing in a bag into an own handbag, and then just zip it back shut, put it on a shoulder and keep cracking. Swear down, lad, she spewed it into an handbag. Fully, not even once, it was 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, but you wouldn't need a Mackies after that then. You just ran out when you get in.
Just have a shit in your bag.
How would you do it in your own bag though?
Because lad, she was just in the middle of the gaff, lad. And she's rather than running the just leg it, lad, and we're not going into the bog, lad. So rather than run the bog, she just spewed it in a bag a couple of times, zipped it shut, bag back over, and then just kept cracking on, lad. Horrible.
What a girl.
In it though.
Horrible.
Hey, that's the truth.
I respect it a bit, but it's like, you are a scruffy cunt though.
Imagine getting home. Hey, babe, got any shoes? Yeah, it's just in the
Yeah,
bag.
in my bag, yeah. Where's my keys? Oh, I can imagine the squashiness
Like
of it.
a sucker trial. Like, you know.
Let's not even go into it, lad. It's fucking disgusting. It's just horrible, lad.
Not a mad's happened to me like that, like. But I know the minute I leave here, I'll be like,
oh yeah, comes, yeah. It's just on the spot, innit? I couldn't think right now, but give me, so much shit, yeah.
I seen a picture of you out on your Instagram with Paddy Pimnich. You like, do you know him? Like, you mates with him, or did you just bump into him on a night out?
Do you know what? I was in Red Door, and we went out just for the night out. I think it was at someone's birthday. I think it was. Whose birthday was it? Swanee's birthday. Shout out Swanee. Yeah, we went out for Swanee's birthday, and then we landed Red Door. And lad, I get like, it's weird because I get a lot of people come up to me.
Yeah.
Like for me, like you'll get the sweet ones that come over and they're just like fucking, oh lad, can I take a picture with you? And then they fuck off, lad. But then you get kids who are just, lad, say that thing you said, lad. Say that line you do, lad. And I'm just like, lad, leg it. I'm like that, absolutely slosh, lad, fucking swinging. And they've just got a camera right in my face.
Yeah, lad, it's like, you know what, to be fair, the people who have clocked me when I've been out and about and that, so far I've not met any weirdos, lad. Like, there's been a couple of times, lad, since I've been working back in town. I've been out on my lunch break and I've just been walking around town and I've had a bit of time, and like someone stopped me and I've sat and just chatted with them for like a little 20 minutes, lad, and like, but like, I can imagine now, obviously, like, you like, because what you do is it's different to what we do. It's more of a character, lad. So you must get shit like that. You must get people like that who you just think like, there's that character off my phone.
I went to the shop before to grab a vape, and some lad just walked in and went, Polly King. And that's it. I get it everywhere. So like, they were just like in the town the other day. We went shopping and we were walking through town. And this lad must have clocked me from like, you know, by Mackey's.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think by River Island, just like a bit far away, like, and he's just screaming like to the top. He was absolutely bladdered, screaming to the top of his voice. No way, lad, that's that TikToker, lad, pointing at me, and everyone's staring at me. Like, oh my god! And he goes, "Do the thing, lad. Do the thing. You know, the Polly thing, lad. Do it."
On Strech when he goes, do the roar.
Do the roar.
Did you go?
I was coming home from work one day last week, lad, and like, I had my earphones in and I was walking the train station, and I just felt someone proper tap me on the shoulder, and I've spun round, like, they proper smacked me on the shoulder. I spun round, thinking, like, is this beef this? And I spun round to me, and there was this kid proper out of breath, and he's like, I clocked you down here by St. John's, and like, he's like, I've run off the other. I was like, lad, just breathe, lad. Like, breathe,
the
bro.
worst thing happened. We went to go and see Coldplay in London on the weekend, right? Me and Matty, right? Oh, did you go? Did you?
Yeah.
What day did you go?
What day did we go? 20th.
Say we were there, weren't it? 20th?
Was that
20th? Yeah.
On the Saturday?
Yeah, the Saturday.
Oh, fuck off, we were doing there.
Lad, I'm
Small
Fucking
world.
I know, innit? Small world.
Small.
We were it with full of
Unbelievable
scousers in there anyway.
Yeah, it
But
was,
some
yeah.
lad come behind me, right? And I swear to God, I thought it was him. Because he was stood behind.
Yeah, remember that?
Oh, I felt a cunt after it though, because I thought it was him. Someone put their arm around me, and it was like they half strangled me as I was on my phone, and I heard him go, "Oh lad, I love the podcast," and I thought it was him being on the wind up. So I grabbed his hand and went, "Oh lad, fuck off, will you, dickhead?" And turned around, he was looking at me like that, and I went, "Oh lad, I'm so sorry." I said, "I thought it was fucking him." And I was like, "Come here." He was like, "Can we have a picture?" I was like, "Fuck, of course you can, lad, come here." But I thought it was him, and I felt a fucking dickhead
Sorry about
after it.
smacking you in Wembley.
I know, yeah,
It's mad, lad, innit? I like it though, lad. Like
it makes it what you're doing's working.
yeah,
I'm saying
it
before,
just
do you know
means
what I
you
mean?
gotta appreciate what you're doing.
Appreciate
Lad,
it, yeah.
It's nice, lad. It's sick, lad. But like, obviously, lad, like as you say, you must get a few people.
You must get it more than us.
Come out with me no more.
I can imagine it's worse when you're on a night out though. Like,
It
just
is.
sounds enjoy
Yeah,
yourself.
but
Yeah,
then
yeah,
everyone's
yeah.
staring at you thinking, who's this guy?
Yeah.
And
It's
I'm in the
probably
corner
when
and
people
there's
are
major
bevies.
people.
Oh, when people, when people are bevies all on
Yeah.
one, lads, it's they're non-stop. You know what I
story,
mean? Yeah.
It is.
I don't know. Have you met any like if they're watching, just like tell them. But have you met any proper weirdos? Yeah, because I haven't.
No, I really haven't. No, honestly. Although I'd say, oh yeah, fucking,
Stop being a fool.
yeah, somebody's
weirdo.
a- but no, I haven't.
Weirdos, like, but they've just been a bit odd.
Just a bit too there.
Yeah, too
Yeah.
much in your face. But
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
probably because of the character that I do on TikTok.
Yeah.
You must think.
They must think that's what
I'm
you
gonna
like
bring.
in
People can't
person.
look
Yeah,
past. Yeah, I
Yeah,
get
yeah.
what you're saying, lad. I do. I get
that
what
makes
you mean,
sense. No, it makes sense.
It is like, cause like to be fair, like you look, you like actors, lad. They must get shit like that all the time, lad. Like you know what I mean. People, like some people, they'll watch a film or they'll watch a video, lad, and they think, well, that's
That's
just
him.
that's who
Like
that
Craig
is.
Charles.
Yeah.
Craig Charles, forever be known. Lloyd from Corrie.
Yeah.
Here's Lloyd from Corrie.
Oh, for it, yeah.
You just compared him to Lloyd off Corrie.
Oh yeah.
Were you in Red Dwarf? No,
You
I'm
wrote-
not.
You in Robot Wars before?
I'm not
Oh,
Red
man,
Dwarf.
Robot Wars is a heavy program, lad. I'm not even asking.
I watched the clip. I watched the clip the other day of these fully grown fellas on Robot Wars with these kids, and the kids like, do you know what they pick who won on the decision at the end of it, and it was a group of kids, and then the other team was like fully grown 50-year-old paedophiles, right? Right, honest to God, and I'm not messing. They picked who the winner was, and they were like, oh, it was this team, and it was the kids. So the kids like, oh, one of the fellas just threw his thing on the floor. I just walked
No,
off.
lad, and rightly so. Lad. If you spent 18 months building a robot, right?
At the age of 50.
At the end of it, this is your last hurrah. Lad. This is your
Lad,
last dance.
You're done after
You
that.
spent 18 months
few years left.
constructing a robot.
Drive needs checking.
Exactly. Yeah, it does. But like, let's not look past the craftsmanship, lad. You know what I mean? And then your robot gets its head punched in by a little kid's robot, lad. You'd be fuming.
He's a nonce, but he's good with his hands.
Yeah. Well, literally.
Lad, I'd have kicked off. I'd have smacked the kid. Lad, I'm not even
Should have
asked.
seen how fuming he was though, lad. He proper like just threw it on the floor. It was like, I'm
Fair
off.
enough, lad. Fair
Lad,
enough.
to be honest though, you'd do the same, wouldn't you? I mean, you would have threw it at the kids. It takes hours to build
I'd
these
set the
robots.
robot on the kid, lad. I'd be getting the little flamethrower.
What,
the
like
kid would be getting
transformer
smoked.
modes?
Lad, the kid would be getting smoked, lad. If I built a robot and a kid built a robot and it beat my robot, lad.
Have him in a headlock, wouldn't you, after it?
Lad, I swear that, lad, the car park, there's beat kids. Just
Come over
dead in
here,
the
like,
car
round this
park,
corner,
lad.
a sec.
Swear, I can't believe no one was on to Robot Wars, you know, lad.
I used to watch Robot Wars, but it was just I wasn't into
I
it.
used to watch Takeshi's Castle. mate.
Takeshi Castle.
Takeshi's
Remember that
Castle.
Oh, he was the voice. He was the voice on Takeshi's Castle, wasn't he? Craig Charles.
Was he?
Yeah,
yeah,
Craig
he
Charles.
was as
Yeah,
well,
Craig
lad.
Charles was the voice
Did you
on
ever watch
Takeshi's
that back on
Castle.
the day, Takeshi's Castle?
Oh, Takeshi's Castle was the
What is it?
sickest.
So it
Is
was
like when a group of kids go and they've got to do
Nah,
loads of
no,
challenges.
that's
Yeah,
a very
yeah, yeah,
different program.
There's loads of kids. He shout go, don't he? And there's like an obstacle course.
It's
Yeah,
in
it's
Japan,
just
lad.
all-
Yeah,
yeah.
I've seen it.
It's like Total Wipeout, but the Japanese version. Oh, is it Chinese or Japanese?
I'm not willing to take that risk.
Yeah, yeah.
It was.
It was one of them.
It was. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it was Chinese though. Right there.
I don't know, lad.
I want to cut it there.
Yeah.
It was a good show.
Let's be politically
It was
correct.
based
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Asia.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, it was fucking boss. He was the voice of that, but he's the voice of everything. He was the.
It was boss though.
Oh, I loved
Okay,
it.
yeah,
Loved it.
Well, that's
Listen,
Total Wipeout.
this is how mad it was. I used to watch it that much when I was a kid, right? And this, I swear to you now, I'm not even bullshitting, right? I used to.
Takeshi's Castle.
No, I won it. No, I used to watch the Takeshi's Castle when I was a kid, right? I used to watch it all the time,
right,
like,
it
and
was the
I mean
best.
all the time. And it got to the point where one day, my ma ordered a chippy, and I opened the door, and it was like a Chinese fella, and I was starstruck. I swear to God, but I was only a kid though,
He was-
like I was 7 or something.
He was going to the takeaway fella, and then the telly, and then the takeaway fella. You digging?
No, but honest to God, I swear to God, you know, because I just used to watch it that much, I was proper starstruck, and I was like, oh, But I was literally, I was a fucking bitch.
It was fucking style. I used to watch some shit back in the day, me. Like, you know, shit when you look
Terrible
back and you think, like, did you ever used to watch that program? Me and you were speaking about it the other day called Lizard Licht Howen.
Fucking hell, I don't know what you were watching.
Lizard Licht Howen.
Proper fat jippos in America.
Lizard Licht Howen.
These proper fat jippos in America, right? And they go around repossessing people's cars, but there'd be people coming out with pieces, just letting shots go at them.
It was heavy, you know. And it was proper. It was so it was like, do you know what it was like? Can't pay to take it away. So it was like the bailiffs knocking on it. But it was people's cars and like shit. So it was like if you haven't paid the money on your car, we need to repossess it, sort of thing. But it was in like the Alabama sticks, you know what I mean, like all proper hillbillies and that. So it's like when they're going down to these, so they're not going down to people's houses, they're going down to people's fucking trailer parks, you know what I mean, and like trying to take their car, and like they're coming out and go, excuse me ma'am, got a repossession order on your truck, and it's like, well wait until Billy comes out the back, and Billy come out the back with his shotty, and they're like, get out of here Bobby, get in the car Bobby. Fucking but if I advise you to do one thing when you get in, right, just type in Lizard Lift Howen on YouTube, you'll fucking love it. The first episode they go into a tattoo shop, and one of the main fella gets his head bounced off every stage, but it's real though, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, there's certain bits in it that was a little bit fake, but like the bits that you know are real, like he gets his head bounced off every staircase in the tattoo gaff, and his fucking head's everywhere. An ambulance comes to pick him up and he's like, no, I'm going home Bobby, I don't want to be here Bobby. Fucks off. He's one of the best things.
Bounty Hunter?
No, I don't know things by name. Storage Hunters, that's what I want.
Storage Hunters.
He's dead now, isn't he?
It's black though. It's black though.
Is it a heavy D?
I
swear it.
Is he dead?
Don't wreck it for me, lad. It can't be black.
I swear that they already know what's in it.
No, apparently.
Oh, do they?
Apparently, before they start filming,
I wanted to be a storage hunter as well.
He put like fill the containers up with what they want, so they'll put cars or diamonds and
oh, fuck off.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
why would you say that?
Sorry, lad. Charles will ruin there.
Charles. He said that fella. You're the yep. He's dead.
That heavy D died like a heart attack or something.
Is he the one? It was a heart attack.
Is he with the? Who am I thinking? No, I'm thinking of the one who know with the black top with the glasses.
Black top and the glasses.
Yep. Was that not him?
That was that heavy. That was that heavy D.
Who am I thinking of then?
It's a different program.
When he says something, he goes yep.
Yeah.
Like when he's bitten. But he's not the one who goes.
So heavy D's on the UK storage hunters.
Oh fuck! Who the fuck watches the UK storage hunters?
Because it's the same fella. It's the same.
No, I'm chatting the American one. So do you know the fella go? We got and then he go 500, and then he go yep. That fella go yep.
My art lad, Impractical Jokers is fake, you know.
What?
Swear down.
Well, listen, how long are they going to keep up that facade though, lad?
When I found out, I thought, yeah, but like, I went to see, they done like a live show in the MEN in Manchester, like, I went to see them, and I was fucking obsessed with them. And then I found out that after like season 4, when everyone knew they were, everybody who was in them little scenes and with them, and that was just extras and that, and like, it broke me out.
Never be the same ever
no,
again.
but listen, though, I still find it funny. Like, I still watch some clips of it now. Like, have you seen the one where it's like they all get in a room and the first one to laugh has to fuck off? Like, them ones make me laugh because they're trying their hardest not to laugh. And have you seen it? Like, they're all sat in like a waiting room, and then May comes in on a fucking on a suitcase, like Chingy's in. Lad, as me every time. But listen, there's only so long you can keep up that facade, though, because the more people are going to get onto that program, you can't get away with like
certain things do look real. Like, have you seen the one where he does the art exhibition and it's all the paintings are all like he hasn't even seen them, and people are here to see this big art exhibition, and then he unveils and it's all like communist China and all that, and all these Americans are like
Nazi propaganda.
Yeah, and if all these Americans are like, what the fuck have we gone to? Yeah, but it's so bad.
Some of them, so you can tell some parts of it are real though. There was one where he was in like a Microsoft conference or something, and he was blagging like he worked for Microsoft or something, and one of their lead programmers come on the telly to do like a voice interview, but the fella on the telly who was like their big programmer was in on it, and he was talking, and I don't know where it was, but they were getting him to stand up and go and say like he was shit at editing and that, and people were coming over like getting security and like kick him out, but the faces were blaring, he was like fuming. But like some shit like that is real, but you obviously, lad, the majority of what you watch on the telly is fake.
You've got to put some elements of it scripted, haven't you?
Yo, you've got it. You haven't got a show, lad. Yeah,
they're too big now, them lads.
That's what I mean.
If I seen them fucking about in public, I'd run over me. I'd be getting pictures with them.
What's his name? The funniest one on it is it? No, not Sal.
Joe
Gatto. Is it Joe Gatto?
Yeah,
he's gone from it now. He's not in it no more. It's only the three of them. Yeah, but every week they'll get like a famous person on. But even that though, it's like if you're getting someone who's famous on, you're gonna walk around Centre Park and see that person. They're gonna come over and go, "Hey, you got an orange on you." What?
You can't not
Straight
recognise
away,
them.
How do
you
you not miss that fucking massive camera?
Lad, innit, lad,
it
where
does.
are
They
the
say they're
hiding
hidden,
them?
don't they? Like
Yeah,
in bushes
yeah,
or whatever.
fucking,
Yeah.
you see
It's
some fella with a
madness,
camera
innit?
in a bush, like,
I'd
you know
love to
what's
do
going
something
on,
like that,
P-Dye.
homie. I'd love to do something like that, like in town, you know, like, you know, go
Lad,
and...
this is what I want to do.
Let's do it
Jump
then.
on it, lad.
Should we do it?
Lad, I've been needing people to do it with me, lad.
Here
And
we are,
lad,
lad.
we'll just go round town. That's me next little thing, no.
Let's do it then.
I want to go round town and use the perfect people for
Done.
this, lad.
That's signed, lad.
That's
Ready?
That's that done then.
Done.
Can do fucking
When?
tomorrow.
Done. That's signed. Let's do it now. Let's fuck the podcast, lad. Let's go and do it now. Let's go and fucking do it, lad. I'm looking forward to it. That'll be sick, lad. I wanted to do that for years, lad, because Impractical Jokers weren't real, and I'm hell-bent on giving it the comeback it deserves.
That's the fucking dream for me. Getting
lad,
fucking,
listen.
getting like a you know, all the videos. I have like a little niche on TikTok and that. I just pure fucking funny videos and it's pranks and all that shit.
Yeah.
Would you never try and do comedy?
Lads, some lad said to me in town the other day, like, but it's all good, like behind the camera, but in front of a stage, lad, if no one laugh, lad.
Because he always says
when I'm getting in that bath,
Yeah,
lad.
to be fair, lad, he's still trying.
Oh, you fucking fat knobhead.
Do you know what though? He says the same to me. He goes, "Oh, wouldn't you ever do it?" And it's like, it's a different like because sometimes I can be funny. I'm like, you know what I mean, I'm a funny guy. But being on stage and trying to relay that, because I'm funny with my mates and I can be funny with
Lad,
It's
strangers.
so different, innit? When
It's
you're
so
funny with your
different.
mates
Yeah,
instead of
it's-
in a stage
But
where you
lads, it must be
try.
hard not to go to bits though. Like, I don't know how you do it. 'Cause
I'd
I've read all
crumble.
these
No
artists
one laughed.
straight
Like, oh, so
All
happy
these
nice
lads
like
like
that.
you lads, you know what I
You're
mean?
either born with it or you haven't got it, John. It's just, you're looking at it. You know what I mean? I reckon, because honestly, anyone who can play a character can do comedy, lad. I honestly reckon if you were to find your little niche and how you was to write
Someone
it,
said it to me, lads. I was just like,
I reckon you should, you know.
lad, I'd try it, but I'd crumble, lad. If I said something and no one laughed, lad, it'd be.
Listen, I'd crumble.
The more it would just come to you.
I'd crumble. I'd crumble.
but
I wouldn't know how to come back from that.
No,
Imagine me
lad,
telling a joke
you're
and I
not
laugh. I
back
go,
from that toaster.
You probably had it, haven't you, when you first started?
Nah.
Like, people not laughing.
No, lad.
'Cause I still don't laugh.
Do you know what? I remember, I can't remember what joke it was, lad. But I'd sat down with my mate Elliot. Shout out to Elliot, by the way. The lad who was saying before, he's in the Navy. Very brave man, actually. Tapped, but a very brave man.
Yes, indeed.
And me and him sat down. I can't remember what joke it was, lad. Because he helps me do a lot of me writing, lad. Because he's like, because
he's a psychopath.
Yeah, no, he is, lad.
He's
But
a
he's
psychopath.
one of the funniest kids you'll ever meet, lad. But like, he introduced me to a lot of the comedians that I watch still today, lad. And like, so like, he gets like the idea of like writing it and shit like that. And I can't remember what one it was, lad. And me and him spent about 2 hours writing it, and I was thinking this is some of the best shit I've ever written. This, and I went to a comedy club, and I was thinking, I was looking at the audience, thinking, you don't even know what I'm gonna say next. And I said it, and lad, you could have heard the fucking pins drop, and I was like, they just mustn't have got it. They just must have been onto it.
Great joke, but these are all chapped.
It went over the head, lad. It was too up there for the
He's just on stage going, you don't get it. You don't get it. But
like,
I
that was
do.
hilarious.
That's like cancel culture. People, you can't say certain things
I
now.
thought you said cancer culture.
Listen, but it is cancel culture though, because he's already been barred from he already got barred from a comedy club in Manchester.
For something which is ridiculous.
Yeah, it was. I even listen.
Pointless.
You know what I'm like? I'm brutally honest with you. If I would have thought you'd have meant to be, being got cancelled from this club because I said this joke, I'd have said, but I don't fucking blame them. Know what I mean?
They've actually been back in touch with you.
It was stupid.
Which lad, they banned me for 6 months. Basically, I done this joke about Ethiopian babies dying of malaria. It was hilarious. Right? It was hilarious. Not the actual fact of what happens, but the joke.
Yeah, but lad, that's the whole point in being.
It was the I know.
And then
Yeah, but if you're gonna cry, lad,
It's
don't
subjective.
Go.
Comedy.
Don't go to a comedy
This is
night.
the thing,
Comedy is subjective though.
Lad, I think it was Ricky Gervais or something. He said, if I'm stood, if
Lad,
I
he's
walk
crazy.
in your living room and if I come into your house and start saying these things, that you've got every right to be upset with them. He said, but if you're buying a ticket to come and see me, you've got no right to try and tell me what I can and can't say.
Because you're paying for the
It's one of them, lad. And this comedy club, they said the joke was racist. It was horrible, but it definitely
weren't racist. It wasn't racist.
I got a big email off them the next day, and they were like, so I said to it, look, rather than arguing this over email, I'll pass you my number. You can ring me, and we can actually talk about it. Because I was that first. I was thinking I'm gonna try and be cool about it. And then she said to me, she's like, you can't joke about poverty. She's like, and these were her exact words. She said, you can't joke about poverty because poverty is a black struggle. I was like, That was racist.
That's racist. That's
racist.
That's right. That's what I was
And it was
racist.
heavy, lad. It was proper heavy.
She's probably thought there's only one racist allowed in here.
Yeah, and it don't.
The sign ain't big enough for the two of us. The two racists, get out. And she's horrible, lad. Like, she's one of them, lad. She got blue hair, stinks, and she's just fuming about it. No, she does, like,
She got blue hair
proper
and stinks.
Lad, proper style. Like wears overalls and that. And it's like you testing a Ghostbuster. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? She's horrible, lad. The Frog and Bukkake in Manchester. Nah, there you go. But yeah, I'm never getting booked there again.
I thought, isn't your band over with now?
It is, but I'm never.
Not anymore.
Yeah, it is. People are fucking renewed now.
He banned me for 6 months now.
Oh yeah.
Exactly, that's what I mean. 'Cause if I go back there now, I'm going to be second guessing what I can and can't say, and I'd rather just say it.
And you can't change your material because there's people out there who actually enjoy your material as a, you know what I mean? People come down to see that type of humour because he's quite dark in what he says anyway, but it's funny.
Like
because you don't get
comedians
like that anymore.
You don't know.
Everyone's too scared.
Yeah, I know.
The thing is now, like, it's one of them, like, the shit that you joke about, even the shit you'd say with your mates, lad, you don't find the actual facts behind that funny, because some of it's atrocious, but it's funny to joke about.
Do you know what it is though? Do you know, I was watching the other week with Air, right? We were watching the newish South Parks where it's like 30 years later and they're all grew up, and have you seen that? Yeah. And do you know the one who's on the walking tickets is Timmy? He's like a big comedian, or like Jimmy Kimmel, and the jokes he says on it, lad, it is hysterical. He goes, a transsexual walked into a bar and she was a really lovely lady, and everyone just starts laughing because like they can't joke about anything, and it's gonna get to that point where it's like you can't say beautiful goose, lad.
I can't. I don't know why. I think
New World Order right here.
I think that just ruins comedy.
It does though.
It's not.
If I'm going to a gig to see Frankie Boyle, I know what I'm expecting. I know what I'm going for. If I'm going to see Peter Kay, I'm going to watch Peter Kay for something that me nana laugh at. But I like Peter Kay.
That's what I mean. Like yeah, I don't suppose like from what I've seen from your videos, you never like, obviously some of it like it's a bit like, it's not like dead fucking wow, but like some of it like people could get pissed off by it. Do you ever find yourself now when you're like thinking of an idea or you're gonna make a video, do you ever find yourself even second guessing to go, like, can I say that?
Because I'm one video away from getting banned now, man.
Oh, we've had it about 50 times.
I'm fucking banging them when I get up on.
We beat the last 3 times we've been banned for a week. It's been like, next time you're getting it.
But then at the same time it does me head in though, because even if we don't get banned, we get shadow banned and we get like 10 people viewing a video, and it's like, what the fuck's that about?
Yeah, because it'll end up being a heavy podcast, won't it? And then you'll just fucking
honestly though,
it just is what it is.
It's a pain because everything you've built up on that social media, all your followers and that, overnight could just go.
I know.
It's
fucking ball ache, innit?
Yeah, lad.
It's a piss take, lad.
And just one dickhead who doesn't like you.
It's ruining the planet, lad.
Yeah. Oh, lad, it is, because like,
fucking ruining.
You're getting people now, lad, and it's like, do you know what? Like, like, lad, I'm all for feminism, lad. I believe women and men should be treated equally. But do you know what gets under my skin, lad? Do you know these fellas who brand themselves a feminist? And it's like, are you like, do you shag that little? Do you not have sex that much that you're like, that's the route you're going down to try and let birds come near you? Like, oh yeah, no, I hate the gender pay gap. Like, I actually think women should get paid more than men. It's like, I hate them, lad. I proper hate them.
Yeah, pick me, innit?
Yeah, lad, it's proper mad, lad, innit? It's horrible, lad. There was some lad we were in college with, I'm not gonna say his name, but like, you'll know what I mean, lad. That's
say it like, but
just bleep that out, Gary. Thanks. Thank you. But he's one of them, lad. Like, he was like he's one of them kids where like he leant that far into it. I was like, lad, you're gay.
Like, you
know what I mean? Lad, it's what you think. I remember he used to wear like mustard yellow jumpers and that, and I was like, all right, lad, come on, you know what I mean? It's like, what are you playing at? Yeah, put it back on, man. Come on,
at least blending.
Yeah, like, why is your back?
Comes home from college and turns into Felicia.
Lad, it was full hard. He's just a weird dude. Like, do you know what we can do actually? We play this game. We've been recording for 50 minutes. You've probably seen it. You might not have done actually, but like it's called Everyone Has the Place. And basically, we make up a mad scenario that you'd never find yourself in, but it's horrible. And we go, but there's 50 grand. And say, what would you do? Like, Gary, roll the intro. Boom!
It's time for Everyone
Right, okay. Everyone has
the price, right? So,
right, do you want me to go?
for anyone watching at home who doesn't know what it is, and to give you a proper...
I'm on it.
So what we do, for anyone who's watching at home who doesn't know what Everyone Has the Price is, we make up... Usually Gary's here and he prepares some questions, but Gary's obviously not here this week, so we're going to have to just wing it. We make up some fucking horrible, and I mean disgusting scenarios that you'd never find yourself in, or never want to find yourself in, that you never do. But we want to see how horrible you are. We want to get into that horrible little corner of your mind. And we want to see how much dough it'd take for you to do some of the worst things imaginable.
I didn't even say anything.
Right. So, first question. I've got one.
Have you already got one?
I've got one.
Hit me with it.
Right, okay. So,
hit the room with it.
So, you're working as an Undertaker, right?
No, don't say that. No,
I'm only joking. I like that.
I've got a horrible story for you, right? One of our mates, the same lad who wanted 2 fingers up his ass, was bad, by the way. So I know you're watching. Okay.
For
anyone who's seen that clip.
Respect, brother. Know what I mean?
I'm right there with you.
In it, Meg.
Right, so he used to work in the Royal in the Aussie years ago, right? And obviously like they got like the morgue for someone dies in the hospital, and the fella who worked in the morgue, his bird worked in the Aussie as well, and his bird,
I feel like I know this story.
So his bird, the fella who worked in the morgue's bird, thought he'd been cheating on her. Because she thought she had like an STD or something, so she was like, what the fuck? So she didn't tell him what she was doing, she went to the doctors, right? This is a true story, this is well, right?
This is true.
This is a true story. So she goes to
doctors. It was in the paper.
She goes to doctors to get like an STD check, so that if she comes back with anything, she can go to a fella, what the fuck's this? Who have you been shagging, you know what I mean?
I think I've heard this story.
And So she goes to doctors, gets the tests done. A few days later, the doctors ring her and go, look, like, you're going to have to come in, like, we need to have a serious conversation.
Like a tapeworm,
so what it was like a parasite, right, that was inside it that you can only get
shagging dead bodies.
Yeah, or if you've shagged someone who shagged a dead body, and it turned out a fella who worked in the morgue had been
Welly and all the bodies in there. What a guy. No, but is it? How fucked up are you?
Why would you, like, if you've got a bird at home who's alive, why would you nail someone who's dead?
Even if you haven't got a bird at home who's alive.
Seems a bit like a proper paedophile, that though, you know, because like
proper
not moving and that's
fucking warp shit.
It's like the cold.
How'd you get them wet?
Winter's coming.
How'd you get them wet? How'd you get them wet though?
Jon Snow. Winter's coming, I'm coming in winter.
I'm fucking coming in winter.
Ah, lad, imagine that though, lad. Like, don't imagine it.
Yeah.
But like,
don't do it.
Yeah, don't. but yeah,
like back next week. Don't try that, boys.
It's not weird. It's not weird.
Right, do you wanna nog on one then? Well, I think.
Right, yeah, I'll try and spitball a little question.
Go on. We're on holiday. Go on.
So, it's summer.
Yeah, here we go.
Right, you and your bird. Or you and your bird, or John and your dogs. You're out, you're in Delamere Forest, you've took the dog for a walk, right? Have you got a dog?
Yeah.
Perfect. Is it?
It's there's 2 still alive.
Okay.
Right, so both dogs then?
Yeah.
You haven't even got to pick a favourite. You're out, taking them for a walk, Delamere Forest, and you're looking at the trees, and there's some fella stood there with a big top hat and a trench coat on, looking at you with a briefcase, and you go, it's Clive again, this. So Clive comes over, doesn't say a word, and you go, lad, what is he? He opens this fucking scroll and opens a briefcase, and there's 150 grand in this briefcase.
Moolah! Fucking hell.
Top of the scroll, it says.
Yes, already.
Top of the scroll, it says, this 150 grand is yours, right? But when you're out in this forest, your dog's bound to have at least one shit, right? A hot shit. Like, we're talking fresh. You can see.
Is it cold in this forest?
No, it's warm. So the shit's especially warm. The shit is like, we're talking middle of summer, so we're talking the shit's hitting at least 35 degrees Celsius.
And it's one of them, because it's that hot, you can get the waft of it.
It's a proper climate change shit, lad. You know what I mean? It's a proper Greta Thunberg shit, lad. He says, you've got to pick this up, right? No, yeah, do you know what? I'm going to get you involved in this question, right? You've got to pick it up for him, right? Bare hand, and you've got to eat it out of her hand for a 150 bag. He's doing it.
Easy.
75 bag each.
I don't think my body
would fucking lick her fingers straight up.
Yeah, lad, I'm getting under the nails and that.
Gives your nails.
Yeah, lad.
Dogs ate shit and then lick my face, so I'm sort of already halfway.
And you don't have to know, though. That was free.
I don't think my body would allow me to do that, though.
I don't think my body would allow me to, but I think 150 grand would very much allow me to.
Listen, it's like, oh shit.
Yummy.
Knocks me sick. Or it just knocked this so. It just fucking physically knocked me. My dog has a shit or anything, like I'm boring.
I reckon it's weird though. What about a human shit though?
I couldn't.
You've just watched someone shit
I'd rather
behind a
eat a
tree.
human shit than a dog shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I'd rather eat a human shit than a dog shit. Wouldn't you? Would you not?
I'm not eating no
it
shit.
depends what they've ate that day, don't it?
Let's just say they woke up, Weetabix for breakfast, Subway for dinner, spag ball for the tea, and then they have a shit. Well, that's different, Mike. I don't know where they've been or what they've eaten.
But that's the question.
Yeah, innit?
Well, yeah, but who brought smackheads into it?
Innit?
Fucking sip in your pocket.
Matty always says that, you know, he goes, you're not do that 3 bits. What? Heroin poo? You know what I mean? Like, make any sense?
Bits you want.
Innit though?
I don't know. I personally.
I couldn't, I wouldn't. I couldn't. Not for 150. I just, do you know what? It's one of them. If there was 150 bag there and a shit,
It's
know
a
what I
different
mean?
story, lad.
You know what
At the
I
end
mean?
of the day, you've only got to eat the shit once. 150 grand lasts a long time, lads.
Yeah, but what about if everyone's staring at you, doing
Lad,
it?
everyone's just
For
watching me go
150
home with
grand.
150 grand, lad. I still win in that situation.
But like, dog shit's like watery, so can't we just like blend it and say it's a little
What
Nah,
are you feeding your
hard
dogs?
shit.
Lads, my dog shit come out like, I'm not even gonna tell you.
Porridge.
Hey, I could pay fucking get the dog to shit and my walls will be painted.
Yeah.
Alright, then would you drink
Something
your
up
dog
with
shit for
your dog, like-
150
Yeah,
grand?
innit? Shotty.
Yeah, I'll be putting that
All day,
I'll
lad.
be putting that up and then the espresso.
Lad, I'm gonna season it and everything. I'm making a proper gourmet scran out of that shit.
Gourmet
lad.
poo.
Little paprika.
Listen, lad, fucking coca noodles, lad. Gives it
Salt and pepper shit.
fucking
know what I
coca
mean?
noodles and the dog shit on top. It looks like a proper, it looks like a spag ball from home's cake. You know what I mean? I'm scranning that all day, lad. Oh, are we all in agreement? Would you not?
I don't.
Meg, would you eat the dog shit out of Bobby's hand for 150 grand?
Would you eat my poo for free?
A staffy.
My dog's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's fucking big shit.
Alright, no, alright then. German Shepherd.
Even bigger.
My dog, would you eat my dog shit?
John, I'd eat your dog for 150 grand. That big, lad. What?
You're starving, you think that dog looks tasty.
Yeah. Stick that on a bun.
Hey, look like a Costco hot dog.
Would you not do it? Would you not eat the shit?
Oh yeah, I'd have that.
Yeah, all day, lad.
Do you know what? Now probably thinking about it, I feel a bit left out here. I'd probably do it.
Yeah.
You know what I
I'd eat
mean?
it off the floor for 100 grand on my ass.
Get a little bit of Listerine at the end, you're flying.
Well, no,
This-
why would you take mouthwash to a forest, John? Unless you're planning on eating dog shit.
Hello to the Dogging Society.
I've thought of another one.
Go on.
So, you're out and about.
Obviously about dogging, innit?
Yeah, that's what it's about. That's where we're going. So you're out and about. You're going for a walk, right? There's a dogging society just there. There's a fella in a trench coat with a briefcase in the middle, and you go, is that Clive again? You're like, lad, I'm seeing you every day. He just doesn't say a word back. He just looks at you with this blank look on his face. Opens the briefcase.
When did Clive not speak, by the way? When was that a new thing?
A couple of weeks ago.
I
2
miss
weeks
his
ago.
voice, me.
Yeah, he's never had one. he's not a real person. Clive doesn't exist. So, Clive walks over to you, right? Scroll again. There's 70 grand in this briefcase. So that's still a good chunk of dough. If you invest that right, you can change your life with 70 grand, lad.
Yeah.
The dogging society's over there, they're doing the thing, they're all shagging each other's beards and doing whatever they do. The scroll reads, you've got to kneel down on the floor. There's 12 fellas there. You've got to get Bukkake by 12 fellas for 70 grand. This question's for the whole room. So you've got to kneel down and then 12 men stand in a circle around you and then just have a wank and just...
Just finish on your face so you look like
Not just your face, also your hair.
like
Jack Frost.
Yeah, Jack Frost, yeah.
Exactly that.
You just had icing just all over you.
Like imagine you fell
Alright
over
then,
carrying a
but
tub of PVA glue.
follow on to that though. You don't have to fuck around with any of them. You don't have to
Yeah,
like
they do it
touch and grab and
themselves.
lick and suck and all that
You
shit.
wanna close
It's
your
just
eyes and your
you're
mouth.
there just like that. Go ahead. I reckon it feel nice. I reckon it feel like a
sun cream on.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
It'd be like aloe vera being squirted on you.
But without that cold shock. Oh, aloe vera. Oh, come.
Yeah, without that tingly sensation.
It's just little all over your
Yeah,
face. 70 grand.
70 grand
you
man.
get,
All day. I'd let them film it and put it on anywhere they wanted. 70 grand.
10% of the profits though.
But it doesn't have to go on your grid or nothing like that though.
Only if you wanted to.
I'd let it go on my grid.
What are you saying?
Oh,
70 bags. Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
All day.
I reckon you said yes before I even mentioned the toe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is great moisturiser for your skin.
Yeah.
One of the boys said it is.
So your skin's so good.
That explains why you've got a shiny forehead, John. Oh yeah.
Yeah, put down that moisturiser a little bit.
Put down the cocoa butter, you're not feeling no one.
Home remedy's always the
you doing it? 70 grand?
Yeah, I'll get it done, like.
All day.
70 grand.
Yeah.
All day.
All day.
But
Right.
when you're out on the walk, I'm going to throw a little curveball at the end there. You're out on the walk with your beard again.
Why are we...
Just to make it out of the question.
But his beard's there and he's just said yeah anyway. So it's like, it's not
Right,
going
then,
to
yeah,
make...
I'll go for it. Yeah, with me beard. She's
Yeah,
there.
so you're out walking the dogs again?
Oh, yeah.
Probably still in Delamere Forest.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah,
All day, it doesn't change anything. I just want to try and throw a little spanner in the mix.
Right, okay. I've got one. I've got one.
She probably get involved, like. Just go with this.
Right.
Editing it.
Yeah.
So, Clive's there.
As he always is.
85 grand.
85 bags.
Scroll. Here you go. Right, so for 12 times a year, right? So once a month, right? For a solid year, right? So you've got to go into a nursing home, right? So
He's on at this one.
it's got to...
It is, isn't it?
Every time it's got to be a different person though, so it can be a man or a woman, but they've got to be over their 80s, right? So some of them wear nappies. Standard.
Sexy.
It's what they do, right? They can't hold a poo. I was thinking of something else to go poetry there, but it was all rhyming, but it's fucked up. Right, so you go into a nursing home once a month, you just got to go in there, you got to sit down, you got to wait for someone to go to the toilet for a shit, right?
No.
I like the way it's all around shitting as well, it's madness in it, right? But it's one of them things we can all work with. We've got a theme, yeah. So for once a month, instead of them using bog roll after the shit, you've got to lick them clean for 85 bag.
So we get 85 grand every time I do it, because it's going to cost me 85 grand
No,
to do that once.
No, for the year.
No.
Nah, definitely not.
100% no.
But you do it if it was 85 grand per time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be decent, like, wouldn't it?
Like when you go to your nan's though, like when your nan's all...
Oh, you're just scran your nan's ass. You know when you go to your nan's, just lick shit off her asshole.
Like, your nan gives you like £10 pocket money every time you go.
Yeah, but you're not asking me to scran her ass.
And then you lick her ass.
One every time you lick the
No, you gotta wear this original.
Oh, lad.
Go on then.
Right, to get on this. So when I was in the city of Liverpool College, the height of education.
Yeah, but just before you say this, then, so if it's 85 grand for the solid year every time, so what's 85 divided by 12?
Well, 85 times by 10 is 850 grand, and then plus 85 grand, 850,000, and 85. I've lost the maths.
What the fuck was you going on about then? You 850 grand, you just said.
Oh, I thought we were doing it every time.
No, 85 grand divided by 12. So every time you do it,
divided by 10 it'd be.
yeah, so you get 8.5 grand every time you do it.
You probably no, because then there's 12 months in a year, so you're probably looking at about 6 grand.
About seven
grand every time.
So you get
no.
Really? You get 7 grand
That
every
is
time?
not enough for me to go over to an old man who's probably had, we're looking maybe thousands of shits in his life. And in the last few years, he's lost a bit of mobility, so he's probably not wiping his ass probably anyway, so I'm not just getting fresh shit. There's probably built up residual shit on aggregate on his arsehole. I'm not going anywhere near it.
No, but that's what the nurses are there for, to wipe them clean.
Well, then they can do that, and I'll still be skint.
For 7 grand a month?
Happily.
Really?
Happily.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more you could probably do for 7 grand a month, like.
Yeah.
You should go in one of them suctions of the dentist and just suck it all.
Just take it off the back.
It shoots all water at you.
What are you saying? City Liverpool College?
So when I was in the City Liverpool College, I was doing an acting course, which is panned out really well for me. Hence the job in insurance. And they said to us one day, like,
oh, can I just stop? Sorry, big congratulations, by the way. Can we all give Danny a round of applause? A round of applause. He's gone. How long have you gone now with the job? And I've been sacked.
I've been a month without getting sacked.
Without getting sacked. That's a fucking achievement, you know. That is achievement. Well done. I know. I have. Well done.
But yeah, I'll be getting sacked next week. But anyway, but yeah, lads, so they said to us, thanks though. They said to us, what we're gonna do, we're gonna prepare like a little sort of mini play, like a short play between like the 7 of you. And what you've got to do, you've got to go to this nursing home by Anfield.
I feel like he told me that, yeah.
And they were like, and you've got to do it for all the old people. And I was thinking, that'll be a proper nice thing to do for the community. That, like, you know what I mean? I was thinking this is going to be boss. When we got there, and they had like tea and biscuits, and I didn't eat any of them because they touched them.
Stale, them.
Yeah, I was like, I have to see you put your fingers in your mouth and then pass me a biscuit. You've licked that and put that back in your pocket. Yeah. I'm not even drinking the tea. I'm not drinking the tea. But it gets there, and like, I'm sitting chatting to these fellas who've been in the army and that, and they were just telling me all these proper interesting stories, and every now and again they go, excuse me son, you don't mind going and grabbing us a cup of tea with a few biscuits? I'm going, any sugars, lad? They're going, yeah, 2 please. I'm going, boom, 2 sugars, fucking chocolate biscuits and everything, lad, and they're there scanning these biscuits, drinking this tea, lad, throwing these cups of tea back, And then the woman who works in there comes over to me and goes, just by the way, she's like, have you been putting sugar in the tea and like giving them biscuits? I was like, yeah. She's like, they're both type 1 diabetic. And I was like, and they're like, how many cups of tea have they had? I was like, well, I stopped counting after like 5. I was like, so I actually don't know. And she was like, right, she was like, I think you should leave.
I think you should leave.
Like, yeah.
And the fellas at the back like that fucking hyperventilating. Help.
I'm not having to get you on the way else. Well, I get
You alright there?
Yeah.
Fellas are fucking seeing you coming and thoughts, right? So you can get him to make the covers for us.
Yeah, quick way out.
That was
Just
a
a couple-
suicide pact, that, honestly.
Drink the Kool-Aid there like that PG tip.
I felt like Charles Manson in a nursing home in Anfield, lad. So if I killed your granddad, I'm sorry.
Right, I've got a question, but it's not a everyone has your place one. It's just like, hey, what would you rather do in this like scenario?
Okay.
Would you rather?
Right, like something. Yeah. Would you rather? Yeah.
What you?
One of them.
Yeah, one of them ones.
Right. So what would you rather have happen to you? Right. So would you rather everyone in the world, and I mean everyone, so any shop you ever walk into, right? People look at you and go, "There's that kid who shags his man." Right? Oh my God, that's him. So you know the way you get like, there's that TikTok fucking star.
Yeah.
Right? But every time you walk in, it's like,
That'd be worse, like.
yeah.
Would be significantly worse.
But every time you walk into a shop or anywhere in a boozer, it's like, oh my God, there's that kid who shags his man. Fucking hell, what a weirdo. But you've never done that. Never. Like, it's never happened. You've never even went near or nothing like that.
Everyone thinks.
Yeah, right. So everyone thinks that, even though you haven't. Or would you rather do it once and no one know about it?
He's proper contemplating this. He's like, how did I know?
People say there's the kid that shagged his man, knowing you haven't done it.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because everyone thinks
Everyone thinks you'd have anyway. But if you do it,
Lads, even to do that, you're a fucking weirdo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're up there, like.
Yeah, you are on.
yeah.
She could be worse.
What if it's a
I don't
step
know, everyone
step
gets
mum?
loads
Yeah,
of times,
step-
but that's just
then it's cool.
it.
Well, yeah, then it's,
Sweet.
yeah, then all you
That's
got to
sad.
do is make sure your
Camera
partner doesn't find out.
Would you do it? Would you do it then?
Will I shag my mum? No.
But there's your comedy career and everything gone down the toilet.
Yeah.
If what?
There's the podcast gone.
I'd still do the
everyone
podcast.
Yeah.
To be fair, they always say keep it in the family.
Yeah.
Or put it in the family.
Little-
Like, you know, if you
Whatever.
was on the line, sure your man was help.
To be honest, right? To be honest, I think I'd have more of a niche as a comedian.
If you shagged your man.
There's that comedian who shagged his man. There's that comedian who, as far as we know.
So are you
hasn't shagged his
all
man.
saying no? Then you wouldn't.
Yeah.
All right then.
I'm
All right
not
then.
shagging my man.
Swap it round. Then what would you?
Your
Would you?
man?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you do it if it? Would you do it? Yeah. Would you do it if it was a pig then? Same
shag a pig?
story, same thing,
Lad,
but
you
it was
know
a
what?
pig.
I'd probably shag worse
Take the
anyway.
camera.
I'd probably shag worse anyway. So I'd
Oh
probably
yeah.
shag the
Oh
pig.
yeah. Fucking hell, he did. Would you do it if it was a pig? If you
Um,
wouldn't catch no disease or nothing like that, but it's like everyone goes, oh, there's that bacon fucker.
Can
Do
I
you
at
know what I
least, can I
mean?
at least wear it, Johnny?
Yeah. Okay, you can wear it, Johnny.
Well then, yeah, because then technically my dick's not touched the pig.
And then no one would ever know about it then. Actually, no, you can't wear it, Johnny.
Well, then no then.
And you gotta suck the pig off. Just have fun with me, lad.
Never watch,
Just shag a pig,
watch
lad.
the film Babe ever again.
Charlotte's Web gives me a stonk on.
Imagine cooking a brekkie, lad, and every time you get the bacon out, you get a little semi.
Oh, it's like, oh, remember that?
And you'd be like,
Sniff with it.
Like, mate, I've always wondered what that white stuff that come off bacon when you fry it.
Ah,
Now
it's
we
me.
know. Now we
It's
know.
me.
Like, let me try and think of a little question for you. Yeah, so it's winter,
Okay,
right? It's fucking freezing.
okay.
You're out on a night out.
So,
You can't get a taxi home. Perry's just sat there thinking, oh, fuck, it's freezing. I haven't got a coat. You're not going to give your the jacket because you didn't bring one. That's not my problem.
Yeah.
And you can't get a taxi
now.
Yeah, you're like, look, I planned it, Ed. You never. So you're cold. But that's why you're both freezing. You can't get a taxi. It's like 4 a.m. Just starts pissing down, right? Next minute, a
the
car.
worst.
Yeah. Next
worst.
minute, a car pulls up. He goes, "Are you after the taxi?" He's like, "Are you a taxi?" He's like, "Well, I can be if you want me to be." And you're like, "Well, that's sussy, but like it's pissing down, so I'm gonna raise a few questions here." So you go, "Why? Like, can you drop us off?" I almost take me from town to McGull or from town to West Derby. Or
not the Whittle.
Yeah.
West Derby.
Yeah, he's not from the Whittle.
That's getting called.
Yeah.
He's not. So you go, I almost take me to either like McGull or like Rock Ferry or wherever you go. Yeah, or wherever you're going, lad.
Wherever you from.
And he's like, "Oh no, I don't want any dough off yous." He's like, "Lad, are you mad? Come here." I'm not a dickhead, lad. He's like, "But, what you're going to have to do is your bird's going to have to get on the front and drive. And while she's driving, you're going to have to get on the back seat and just proper sit on me dick. And it's going to be like fake taxi, and I'm going to film it.
Sit on his?
Well, for the sake
Just
of,
for a ride home?
for the
No
sake
chance,
of like
I'd rather walk.
40 quid, like.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're right, don't approach it with logic. I'm doing the question then, whatever. I don't know what I mean. Kill the fun, John.
No, I wouldn't do it. Just for a fucking drive home.
All right, I'll drive home with 20 grand.
Okay.
Changes the narrative.
I reckon you
Not for a ride
for the
home.
lift, John.
Yeah. I think he'd get dropped back off at the same place. I think he'd get dropped back off at the same place where he got
Wait
picked
for him
up
to
from,
come
yeah.
back
Yeah.
You're doing it, you get a lift home and 20 grand, but you've got a prop, lad, lad, and you can't
Have you
even...
got to go for it?
Well, lad, you're not going to
Have
waste
you got
his
it?
time.
Woo!
You're not going to waste his time, man.
Right, aren't you?
You know what I mean?
I wouldn't do it.
Right,
No.
though, lad.
Not for a lift home.
All right, then, right. Okay, so when you're asked what's right, picture you in that scenario.
The windows need to steam at least.
How would you yeah,
Titanic
yeah,
one.
exactly,
You know what I
lad,
mean?
exactly. Like, you've got to be able to at least draw a little face in the steam, or like a little swastika or something. Yeah,
SOS.
something like that. Like. But you're not only getting a lift home, you are getting 20 grand. So you know the next morning when you wake up and you go, oh fucking hell, I spent 4 ton last night. You're not asked because you just got 20 grand.
To bounce on a dick.
What? I'm just the man asking the question. I'm not the one asking you to bounce on the dick. Don't shoot the messenger.
I couldn't.
here.
No, not for 20 grand. I couldn't.
Whatever, lads.
Yeah, same question then. Same question. You stuck in time,
Okay.
right? But he goes, listen, your beard's gonna have to drive because all I want you to do when we're in the back seat, I just want you to finger me ass. Yeah, there's some lube. Would you do it? And all you do is like
with the 20 grand.
with the 20 grand.
Yeah, yeah,
with the 20 grand, it's a different story. You're just like that. Yeah.
Lad, I'm putting it, lad. I'm throwing a whole
Imagine.
fist in, lad. I'm yes, John, yeah, lad. I'm going elbow deep, lad. And the young lady like Tom Daly going, whoo, just diving in, lad.
Imagine how
20 bag.
funny that'd be.
20 bag, lad, to just finger the bum hole, lad.
Yeah.
Lad,
Listen, if someone's getting you in the car, imagine how many times he's got someone in the car just saying, do us a favour, finger my ass. He doesn't fart no more. It's just, you know what I mean? There's no fart no more. Yeah. His ass coughs.
Do you know when you have a talc bottle and you squeeze it and it just goes...
Yeah.
it's 20 bag, lad.
20 bag all day, lad. I'd finger a fella, me.
20 grand. Just all day, lad.
Right.
I'd finger your ass for 20. I'd finger anyone's ass for 20 grand. I'm not
I'd let you
lying.
finger my ass for free. Right.
Lad, that's why we're friends, you know.
That is.
Right,
Just
we've done
respect, brother.
120 minutes, an hour and 20. 120
Done in 20 minutes.
An hour and... We've been going for some time.
Yeah.
I reckon we can try and squeeze one more question in before we call it an evening.
Okay.
Making a mad one.
Okay. Do you want like a proper horrible one?
Okay.
Alright. 250 grand
Okay.
gets put on a pile on the table, fresh note, lad, tax free.
They've all been ironed and
It's
everything.
all your, well, no, they melt. But
No, that's all over them.
tax free, right? It's all yours. It's fresh cash. But let me think of something proper disgusting here, so you'll have to give me a minute. We'll cut the waiting period out, but you'll have to give me a minute 'cause I'm going to think of something proper disgusting here. We've got to go into the men's changes in the gym, right? You've got to get all the bills and the socks together that they've just been wearing in the gym, right? But every pair of bills has been worn
It's got at least a snicker mark in it.
2 weeks straight, lad.
It's got like a snicker in it.
2 weeks straight, lad. You've got to get them, right? Put them in the steam room so all like the fucking moisture and that just fucking comes out of it. It's horrible in a little bucket, right? And just swig it.
Yeah.
250 bag all day, lad.
Yeah.
David Lloyd now.
Every day I think of something worse. I
All
thought that
day?
was going to get you. Thought that was going to get you. Alright, so someone's got athlete's foot. Right?
Okay.
You know what that is? You know when you get all like when people get all like
toe jam.
fucking, yeah, but like it's all like I don't know, it's all like scabby and that and it's all
It's not what you've got.
like it's all like scabby and horrible, lad, and like it just looks like what's left of Prince Philip, lad. It's disgusting, mate. It's just everywhere, lad. You've got to go in there and there's 10 fellas with athlete's foot,
Okay.
right? You've got to go in there with like a little. Do you know, have you seen Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
No, the
You know
toe knife.
Frank's toe knife.
Toe knife.
You've got to get all the shit from under the nails. You've got to get all the fucking dead skin off their athlete's feet and all that, lad. You've got to get it, and then you've got to get a brioche bun, right? Something fancy.
Oh, it's a fancy
A
bun.
couple of pieces of ham on it because I'm not a monster. But then all the athlete's foot skin from 10 feet, no, from 20 feet, 'cause it was 10 people, eating all the shit from under the fucking toenails and that. Bit of cheese, George Foreman and Scranny for £42,300.
42.3.
Yeah, I'd do that. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd just wash it down with a Luco.
Wash it down with a Luco.
Well, yeah. Would you do the same? Would you do the same thing on a hot dog then? But so.
Don't put the question back on me that way.
No, we're going in.
Nah,
So
is it dry?
Yeah,
we're talking like because he's been sweating, lad. So it's dry, but it's got that
Like melts on your tongue.
Yeah. Or it's like remember them little extra mint patches.
But so would you do the same thing then if it was an hot dog, but instead of like having crispy onions on it, it was just crispy, flaky skin?
Can I put sauce though with it?
No.
You can, but it's got to be the cum.
Even better. Salty fucker.
Son?
Just like a bus stuck as well, innit?
42 bag though. I'd do it for 42 bag.
42.3.
42.3.
I'd
do that.
That 0.3 is the fucking bargain and shit, lad. If you don't want to do it for the extra 0.3, lad, then you're a fucking fool.
That 2.3 would be used for Seville. Get myself new gnashes just because they touched my teeth.
That's very true, actually. That's very true. Well, I thought them questions were going to get us more than they actually did. Apparently, I'm a failed podcast host, so we're going to call it. We're going to call it a night there. Nice one for that, John. Nice one, boys. But yeah, Sam, lad, thank you so much for coming down. I've actually proper enjoyed myself, lad. I'm going to definitely get on that.
We'll again.
Definitely. Gary and Matty and all that back.
Lad, look, lad. As soon as Matty and Gary are back, I will get your fucking fleet back on. I will actually 100% doing what we were saying about before as well. 100%. Thank you all so much for watching.
T/tays.com.
Orange County CBD.
Studio Funk.
Get on it.
Love this.
Everyone's social media is going to be in the description. Sam's car valet is also, if you have got a car and you're a scruffy cunt and want to get it clean because you haven't done it yourself, get on them.
Get on me.
Love
Yes.
this. See you in the next
Bye.
one. Mwah. Bye.